spastics once and now you call us disabled? I'm sorry, I call you limited. At the end of the day, we have conditions. Every single one of us has some form of limitation. Whether you're dyslexic, whether or not you just have not been told how to do something. Somebody who tries to use Facebook, who's never done it, is disabled. Oh my word, if you can't open an email, you are disabled. Should that mean that you are criticised? Should that mean that you are condemned as a parent? No person should ever be removed from their mother or father. I was removed from my father at the age of 11 because I could not share a bedsit with my dad when he left my ex-stepmom. How ridiculous! Do you know why I'm in this situation? Because my 3-year-old little girl wanted to jump in bed with her 17-year-old brother and we were in a hotel. What is wrong with that? Why are good people being persecuted for bad things? At the end of the day, the people who are actually abusing our children, we don't find out until they're dead. It's exactly the same as suicide. Every single person who comes to say, I feel like killing myself, is not going to do it. They are asking for help. Every person who lives with that inside them are the ones who are the dangers. Social services, you ain't going to find them because guess what? You're qualified in. Fuck all. Right? At the end of the day, your degree means nothing. We have got a world of children coming through education deciding that they want to make a difference. They've never had a child. They don't know what it's like when a child is having a temper tantrum. They do not know what it's like when you're trying to cook the tea and you're trying to sort out your husband and your children and your neighbour who wants to answer the door. They do not understand the frustration. What social services then claim is you are stressing with your kids. You are responding to your kids. No, we are parents who are responding to the environment and the conditions that this government creates for us. The rules and the regulations and the laws that we have to abide to that make living in this country extremely difficult, extremely stressful, that make it very difficult for mothers to be able to be parents. I'm a working mum and I have been condemned for that. Apparently I'm meant to be on benefits and stay at home. To be a working mum is selfish. And I'm going to say one thing before I go. If mum isn't right, the kids aren't right. If mum doesn't put herself first, the kids won't be right. If mum sacrifices herself like we all do, we all miss our haircuts, we all don't look after ourselves, we all buy the pair of shoes for our kids before we do it ourselves, and then eventually what's happening to these mums and dads is they are burning out. Now we do not have family around, because believe it or not, a high percentage of us stood here right now are ex-foster care kids ourselves. We understand the abuse that goes on in the system, and the hardest thing is it isn't always the foster parents, it isn't always social services. Most of the time it is other foster care children. 72% of foster care children have mental health issues. I wonder why. It's called rejection. It's called no bonds. Children who wake up on Christmas morning with fake families, wondering where mum and dad is and why they don't care. Children who are wondering where mum and dad is on their birthday, why they don't care. Why do they not care? Because that's what the social workers are telling them. Social services are telling our children, now this is people who are willing to give up their jobs, their homes, everything, to come and stand here and try to make you aware of what is going on to our children. Social services have just been given permission to inspect 400,000 of you. They are coming for your kids, and they will get them, and they will assassinate you, and they will make you feel like a criminal.
Now, let them know about the failures of Doncaster social services.
Oh, guess what's happening all around England at the moment, guys? Left, right and centre. Do you see us standing here as one? No. We stand here amalgamated. We stand here as a collective conscience. We stand here as parents, standing up for our children. This is not about us. This is about our kids, not yours. I know full well when I signed that birth certificate that my children became your property. I've seen the stamp. I know what that means, and I know what you guys are up to. But one by one, us as parents are standing against you, and we are taking your system down. One by one, Doncaster, Sheffield, Leyland, Preston, Flintshire, London, Birmingham, every single one is all coming down. They are failing our children. They are failing these parents. They are failing each and every one of you, because even you who are not in the system are being failed. Because guess why? You can't ask for help. This is catch-22. If you ask for help, you are deemed as responsible for your actions, therefore you are responsible for your parenting. Guess what? No help for you. If you don't ask for help, you are deemed as irresponsible. And guess what? Most of them are heroin addicts, crack addicts. I don't want to be decimating because I've got great friends who are struggling. We are all struggling. At the end of the day, no person ever gave us a rule book. No person from the day we were born taught us how to be a mum. No person ever taught us how to make money. At the end of the day, you are the leaders. You are meant to be empowering our world, our country, but all you are thinking about is profit. At the end of the day, this is a country that you are saying has been in a recession, yet you are talking cuts. I'm sorry, I'm a director of a company, and that is the most pathetic, stupid thing I've ever heard. If I knew that my company was going down, I would not be focusing on cuts. I would be teaching, inspiring, and empowering my staff to make more money. At the end of the day, you are the one who makes this into a monopoly. Our children are not your profit. Does anybody actually remember what the law is for not the maritime, but it actually states that no person is to be sold for profit. I'll have to think about it because I can't remember what it is, Ali. I'm raw shit lately. But at the end of the day, no person is to be sold for profit. No child. We have children walking past me now. Social services and the police could easily walk up to those parents and tell them, like they did to me, and this is police, by the way, talking to me as a disabled mother, and also Asperger's, so it's bullying, disability discrimination and neglect, to stand in front of me and tell me, if you make a noise, you will not say bye to your children. As if they would say that to a mother who has had split discs and is laying in a hospital bed. If I say a word, I will not see my children again. These are the same people who are telling our children that we are dead. We are not dead. We are standing here and we are saying that we want our children back! When do we want them? No! Whose children are they? Ours! When do we want them back? No! Whose children are they not? Ours! Are we surrogate parents? No! Did we give birth to our children for this country to take them from us? No! When did we give permission for social services to take our children? Never! When did we give permission for our children to be sold, 62,000 by the way, to another family? By the way, another family who could also potentially mutually emotionally abuse the children. Divorce rate is so high. Isn't that abuse? At the end of the day, they are our children. They are not yours. And at the end of the day, this world is meant to be about faith, family, friendship, freedom. Without that, you are dependent on a system. Every single one of us needs and wants our family. Every single person who has ever been in care knows the pain and the hurt of feeling rejected by their mums. I lived for 15 years thinking that my mum did not love me or wanted me, when actually I found out that she did. She always wanted me. She always wanted to be around me. She was always fighting for me. She didn't do anything wrong, but I was told that she did. I lived for many, 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 many years always feeling like there was something wrong with me. I lived feeling like I was worthless, that I was not loved, that nobody cared about me, nobody wanted me. Every Christmas I felt rejected. Every birthday I felt let down. Yeah, there were foster parents, but I'm not being funny. Most foster parents now, it's just an easy job. It's big money. Foster parents, and I tell you what, my children, when they were taken from me, were handed over to weightless, overweight, stuffing my children, and this is person with physical disability, with sweets and crap. Where is the standard for our children? Where is the standard in foster care? Any child who is even wrongfully removed from a parent, no parent should ever be worrying about sexual, physical, emotional, medical abuse to our children. If our children are in foster care for whatever reason, we should be panicking that we can't do a better job than them. We should be panicking that we need to be better than them. We should actually be thinking, oh, okay, I'm going to have to work really hard now. My children could have a better life with these parents. But guess what? They're not. Guess what? My 3-year-old little girl was sexually abused in the system. My 4-year-old boy was physically abused in the system. They have removed my children from me from possible future emotional abuse because I was abused. My 6-month-old child